it's really tapping into the energy of wind-blown bumps. The advent of these hydrofoils, which are incredibly efficient, means that we can actually surf those bumps. We no longer need a braking wave. We can just basically get into a bump, tap into that energy and start riding that energy without any external sort of input. And you're really carving around just like you would with normal surfing, but you're doing it in the wide open ocean.
Can't tell one from another, tagging up the coastline, famous in your own mind, leaving like a cool kid, young and stupid.
West Coast of Scotland is a really special, amazing place for foiling. The terrain is incredibly complicated, so you have lots of islands and in particular lots of lochs that cut a long way inland. And those lochs mean that when you've got wind energy, the waves are only going in one direction. The beauty of the landscapes, the history, the wildlife that we get here, all makes it one of the most incredible places on the planet for downwind foiling. Great thing about using a boat to explore West Coast of Scotland is it's a pretty inaccessible place. There's a lot of places where you just can't get to with roads. With a boat we can go anywhere essentially. We have everything on board with us. We start where we're going to start foiling the next morning. We basically set ourselves up in that location. The boat follows the foilers down, and at the end of the run everyone can get picked up again, have lunch, get warm, get ready for the next run again. So it gives us an incredible amount of freedom to really tap into the best conditions that can be found on the given day. So the Lady of Avenel is a perfect boat for this. She's steel hull first of all, which means that she's really hardy. She's quite heavy, so she's got good sea keeping abilities. Doesn't rock around too much, so it's a nice solid platform. And she's so iconic. I mean, she's a tall ship. She looks like a pirate ship. She just fits into the scenery here, into every bay that you go into. The Lady of Avenel does sail. Her best angle is definitely dead downwind because she's got big square sails, which just happens to be the same direction that we're going. So she's the ideal companion to come down with us, and it's such a great feeling riding these bumps down and then looking in front of you and having this tall ship cruising downwind in front of you with the big pirate sails out. Absolutely fantastic. In the unlikely scenario that there isn't any wind, we have this base to basically explore from. So the islands are all fantastic. Every island is unique in its own little way. So we just take the boat, anchor in a nice bay, go on shore, go for a hike, go to a brewery, go to a distillery, whatever tickles everyone's fancy, we can go do. So the run that we have planned for tomorrow is leaving the Isle of Egg from the anchorage down there. We'll just paddle out to the point, and then it's a straight shot all the way down to Santa Bay on the other end.
Trees on the lines, you can measure the size, matching the colors, can't tell one from another, tagging up the coastline, famous in your own mind, leaving like a cool kid, young and stupid, words seem cliche, on the walls that you claim, anybody who's anybody, who's anybody anyway, I don't care, go ahead and read it for you. Never thought we could map our way back, follow the trees until we reach the train tracks. Oh, do it till you know what you have to show isn't just a show.
So the daily routine starts with a hearty breakfast, and then we go straight into a morning briefing. So we have a look at the weather, go through any ideas that anyone has based on feedback from the previous couple of days, if there's anything we can do better with the starting sequence, talk about buddy pairs, talk about the safety, what channel, what frequency are we going to use to communicate on, the start point obviously, and most importantly the finish point where everyone's going to congregate, just looking at for different landmarks. I always tell people this is a proper adventure. If you come up here, you're going to see some really good conditions. We obviously all have a shared passion for foiling, but we don't necessarily know exactly what we're going to do, what we're going to get. So the flexibility that the boat offers us to be able to go with the weather means that we plan the itinerary pretty much on the hop. So the week beforehand, we start keeping an eye on the weather. As the final countdown sort of happens before departure, we have a pretty good idea of where we're going. This time around, we did a fairly big loop around, which was fantastic. We got to see a lot of everything, and everyone's going to be different. Every single trip we're going to have a different group, and we're going to go to different locations, get different conditions, and you never know what's going to happen.